some of you know, I'm part of the Ulta Beauty Collective, which is a group of influencers that Ulta regularly partners with to share what's new. So last week I was browsing the site, seeing what's new at Ulta, and I thought we could have a little fun with my upcoming haul. So I went on Instagram stories and I posted a few polls so that you could decide what I picked out. And my Ulta haul came in the mail yesterday, so we're gonna be checking out all the new drugstore makeup you wanted me to try. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. All right, the first decision that I had you all make was between the Maybelline Dream BB Cream and the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. It was close, but 54% of you wanted me to try Colourpop. So here we've got the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I don't really know much about this. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so I am going in blind. Also going in blind in terms of the shade. I picked out medium 100W, so hopefully it works. But the box says this is a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting, medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. Medium coverage makes me a little nervous because look at my face. It actually kind of feels a little runny. So we're looking at a thinner consistency. Let's see how this ends up matching me. A little more yellow than my skin is, but I think we can make it work. It definitely feels lightweight. I feel like we're getting more than medium coverage. Am I wrong? Like, this is already totally covered. Let me zoom you in. Oh yeah, this is looking a little yellow. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize even warmer. All right, now that I've blended out the first layer of foundation, it is definitely a solid medium. I'm seeing some of my darker spots come through a bit. It is looking quite yellow, and I'm definitely getting a radiant finish, but it doesn't look super shiny. We'll see how it continues to dry down. I am gonna see how buildable it is, if we can kind of get some of my darker spots covered better. Ooh. You can see from the spots where I just applied a fresh layer, there is definitely some oxidizing happening, and it's oxidizing warmer than first applied. Try to blend this down. I won't hold the shade against it because that's my bad, but the foundation itself looks really pretty on the skin. It's smoothed everything out. There is a subtle but noticeable radiance. Now, I will say for a Colourpop product, I feel like this is a little bit expensive for what you expect from them. It's $16. I feel like that's kind of on the higher spectrum of drugstore products, and especially Colourpop, so interested to see how it performs if it justifies the price tag. This next product was not part of the polls. It was just something I saw that I wanted to try. The new Milani Weekend Brow Tint. It's a felt tip brow pen, very similar to the one that I tried from Revlon during my last Shop My Stash. And that product had made me curious to try more like it. This was $8.99. I got the shade Espresso. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Is this felt tip? It's definitely not felt tip, actually. It's definitely brush tip. It almost looks like it's all one piece of silicone. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, whoa, this is pigmented. Okay, a little bit of a learning curve. This is exactly what I had wanted to try after using that Revlon one, was like the same brow pen idea, but without the nuisance of a felt tip. So I'm super excited that that's what I ended up with without even knowing. It's dispensing a lot more product than the Revlon one did with the felt tip. And you can't exactly blend it through. You just kind of have to accept what it gives you. What do we think? That is a strong brow. If I tap at it, it becomes a little lighter at the top. Does that look more natural? I mean, it's definitely probably a product learning curve, but just compared to the other brow pen that I had been using, this dispenses more product than I'm used to, and also more product than I really think I need all at once. So I'll practice some more with it, but these are just statements, to say the least. Before we get into the eyeshadow primer that you all chose, there was another product that caught my eye, the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. So this is following their really popular Putty Face Primer, which I hadn't tried, but have heard so many good things about. So this is an eye putty primer that locks in eyeshadow for 12 hours of crease-proof wear. It doesn't even say up to 12 hours, it says 12 hours, period. It feels very similar to my NYX white eyeshadow base. It feels more creamy than putty. I was expecting more of a mousse texture or something. Okay, it's a bit drier than the NYX eyeshadow base, but still not the texture I was expecting, to be honest. I had you all choose between 3 eyeshadow palettes for me to pick up and try. The first choice was the Ulta Beauty Collection Hufflepuff palette. They have a whole Harry Potter collection going on right now. Then we had the Milani Jewels palette and the Morphe Maddie Ziegler palette. This one was so close. There was almost the exact same amount of votes for each one, but in the end, the Milani Jewels palette won out. I will admit I was hoping that it would either be this one or the Maddie palette, because even though I am a Hufflepuff, I felt like that palette looked a little bit boring, no? So we've got these beautiful bold shades to play with. Let's dip in. I do want to set this primer, and the only shade that sort of looks like it'll work for a base is Solitaire. It's sort of a medium beige color. Ooh, these are powdery. Okay, whoa. I dipped my brush in, and that's what the shade already looks like. I also realized this is way too dark to be a base shade, so I'm gonna go into Princess Cut, which looks like an ivory. Okay, that just gets rid of some of that tackiness. I'm gonna go into Semi Precious, which is sort of a lime green or a neon yellow, and I'm gonna use that as a transition. Hello, where did the color go? Okay, patting it on right now instead of doing a sweeping motion seems to be packing more color. That's the current state of my palette. I'm gonna go into Emerald Envy, which looks a lot more teal than it does green. Okay, seeing a little bit of something going on. Okay, I'm building up some color. We're getting somewhere. We're starting to look a lot closer to what we've got in the pan. The place where I overlap the yellow and the green is turning some kind of gray. All right, I'm gonna try like 2 more shades before I scrap this eye look and try a different eyeshadow product that we bought. I'm really trying to make this work here. Let's go into Bijou, which is this dark navy. That'll be our outer corner color. Maybe we're getting somewhere. I still think that as each color overlaps with one another, there is this sort of grayish tinge happening. I think we'll be able to salvage this. I really hope so, because I like these colors. Not even gonna worry about fallout yet, because I'm sure there's gonna be more, but let's tap into one of these glitter shades. Brilliant keeps catching my eye. It's sort of a glittery teal. Let's see how that does on the lid. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna switch to my finger. I feel like this is a better shade for the fingers. And there it is. Okay. Wow, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. It definitely applies more opaque and intense with the finger. All right, I'm gonna go into the Crown, which is the gold shade in the palette. Still gonna use my finger and see how precise we can get. This one's doing better with the tapping motion. I mean, it's not looking bad. It's really not. The only thing is you do lose a little bit of control when you're forced to use your fingers. I'm not gonna lie, that's really pretty. That started out so rocky, but I love what we ended up with. I would definitely say the mattes are pretty weak in this palette, which is 100% a huge pain point for me being a matte shadow lover and finding them so crucial in a well-balanced palette, but the glitter shades are gonna be what make your look every time. Let's get into the next product that you all helped me choose. So it was between the Essence 24 Ever Ink Liner or the Milani 17-Hour Stay Put Matte Eyeliner. And an overwhelming 73% of you chose for me to buy the Essence liner. But I also bought the Milani one. But I will try the Essence one first for you. So this is a felt tip. Let's see how it goes. I will say that the felt tip is on the stiffer side, so I do have a decent amount of control. And it's got a very precise tapered point, so that's nice. I'm finding it difficult to create a thin line with this because even though the point is tapered, it has a pretty thick midsection. So if you are trying to stamp it on like I usually do with my liner, you're gonna end up with a thicker line. So you really gotta get it at the right angle with this one. All right, let's try the Milani liner on the other eye. Oh, what the heck? Okay, So this is also a felt tip liner, but it looks very blunt. Why is it? It's got like a weird rounded blunt point. How am I supposed to do a wing with that? Let's see what happens. Yeah, I feel like I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting a point at my wing. So I wish I could combine the best features of each of these liners. They both have something going for them. The Essence one has a better felt tip. It's more stiff, it's tapered, it gives me a lot of control, and it delivers crisp, deliberate lines. The Milani one, I prefer the flat matte finish. I think it applied a lot more smoothly as well. The Essence one tended to tug, but the felt tip almost had like a fuzzy texture to it, so the lines don't look as clean. Now, while we're right here on the eye portion of my look, I do want to swatch some eyeshadows that you all told me to buy. Obviously, we won't be putting them on my face today, but I do want to show them to you. So I had you choose between the L'Oreal Velvet Powder eyeshadows and the Maybelline Cream to Powder eyeshadow pens, and 62% of you wanted me to pick up the Maybelline ones. So I grabbed these in 2 shades, and these caught my eye because they seemed like a very easy, like one swipe eyeshadow look type of product. I got the shades Spark Metallic, which is sort of a rose gold, as well as Hustle Metallic, which is more of a bronze. Here's what the tubes look like. Let's open one up. Oh, okay. Let's swatch. Here is the Spark Metallic. Am I supposed to shake it? Let's try again. Ooh, okay. And this is also supposed to be a 12-hour eyeshadow, crease resistant. I think that would look really pretty all over the eyelid. What do you think? Let's shake up the bronze shade before we swatch it. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, yeah, so definitely shake it before you apply. Yeah, I can totally see myself just swiping that all over the lid for an easy wash of color. Really excited to wear these. If you want to see them in action in another video, let me know. Next, I had you choose between 2 Ulta Beauty collection sets. The first one was a poolside beauty set, very beachy vibes, and the other one was the Babes Who Brunch set, which was a little bit more muted and sort of a pink overall theme, and by 59%, the Babes Who Brunch won. So here's what the set looks like. All the products are in this little travel keepsake bag. So inside this, we have an eyeshadow palette, a blush duo, clear brow gel, sheer lipstick, and a lip balm. So pretty neutral looking eyeshadow palette here. Let's go ahead and swatch. Wow, that's a lot of pigment. Ooh, Strawberry Shortcake is sort of a mauve-y brown. That's pretty. I would put that all over my lid for sure. Okay, I think we could get some really pretty looks out of this. And really nice bite-sized palette for travel, if that ever happens again. All right, let's see what else this kit has going for it. Okay, it says we have a sheer lipstick. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, that's a really pretty neutral shade, actually. Why don't we just put it on really quickly? There's another lip product that you chose that I want to actually wear for this look, but let's just see what this looks like. Ooh, okay. The slightest bit tinted. Feels like a lip balm. Really nice neutral shade. This would be nice to just keep in my purse to add a very, very subtle wash of color and pretty much match any look. Full price, this set is $20, but it was on sale for $10 when I was shopping. Okay, I wanna try the blush and highlighter today, but I need to put on some contour first, so 1 second. I'm back, I've done my contour. I also added some mascara. Let's go into this Hugs and Quiches? Hugs and Quiches blush duo. I have nothing to say about that. Okay, this blush looks like a nice little apricot moment. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, that's a nice warm apricot, pretty subtle. Yeah, this is a really nice everyday blush. Now there is a highlight in here too. It is rather pink. Ooh, okay. Welcome to my face. I mean, it's definitely a shimmer highlight. You can see all the little shimmer particles on my face, but it's a look. I like it. Ooh. As long as a highlight is super reflective, like, I'm gonna like it. Lastly, I had you choose which lip product I would be trying today from this haul. Your options were the Maybelline 24-Hour Liquid Lipstick or the Milani Matte Lip Crayon. And this, again, was a very close vote, but by 52%, you all chose Milani. So I picked up 3 of the lip crayon shades. Let's swatch them on my hand first, and then we'll decide what looks best with this look. First up, we have Can't Even. And this looks like a neutral blush shade. Yeah, that's one that I'll wear all the time. I love shades like this. They just match everything. Then we have a darker brown. This one is called So Obsessed. Ooh, oh my gosh, these just glide on. They feel so creamy. What do you think? There's definitely some red undertone to that. Ooh, I can't wait to put these on my lips because on the back of my hand, they feel great. And lastly, we have V Cute, which is a fuchsia. Ooh, that is gorgeous. They just glide on like butter. Considering we have so much going on with the eyes, I think that Can't Even is gonna be our best bet for this look. These are so easy to apply and they feel so good. Are these plumping lip crayons? Because something feels tingly. Hold on, I need to look this up just in case I'm not supposed to be feeling that. Okay, it has shea butter, jojoba, and avocado oil. This non-drying creamy formula applies effortlessly, stays on all day. It doesn't say anything about it being plumping. Okay, it stopped tingling. That was weird. That might have just been a personal reaction. So again, I won't hold that against this, but there was definitely some tingling going on when I first applied it. You do actually get a pretty flat matte appearance without the flat matte feel. I think out of all the Milani products we tried today, and there were a handful, this was my favorite out of their new releases. This shade too is just so pretty. This is like my signature lip shade. You know, this was like a roller coaster of a haul try on, but I think we ended up with a look that slays. All right, y'all, this is the finished look from the Ulta haul that you all helped me pick out. Thank you so much for voting. Tell me in the comments which products look most interesting to you. What would you want to see me use a little bit more in-depth in the future? Today's shout out goes to Margarita. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad, and join me over in this video next, which was my last Shop My Stash update. I'll see you over there. Bye!